Okay, excuse me. Can I ask what you're doing?
I'm fertilizing these trees.
Okay, you do realize that those are on the property line, right? And you've planted them on my property.
I'm sorry?
You do realize that you've planted those trees on the property line.
Well, but the property line runs right through here, so they're right on the property line.
Right, well, why would you plant stuff and climb over with a ladder and plant them on my property line?
Well, but they're on my property.
They're not on your property.
This green,
You're standing, do you see where the stake is behind you? Okay, you see there's a stake there, and you see there's a stake there. And you can see, look down at your feet, there's the stake. Right, okay.
yeah, so if you have a measurement, it's on my property.
Is that tree gonna grow?
Well, then you can trim it. If it's
I'm not gonna trim a tree it is creepy that you climb over with a ladder onto over the fence.
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You?
I have called the HOA and I've called the police, and that is what they call a public drain easement. You are not supposed to be planting things in that area.
Well, but
And why would you do that? You think it's normal to climb over a fence with a ladder?
well, because it's on my property.
It's not on your property. If you look at the stake, it is on my property.
I'm on my property right now. This is my property.
And look at the tree. Where's the tree planted?
The tree is the root of the tree, the stem of the tree.
Okay, and by the way, now that we're talking about roots, the trees that you hacked with your pickaxe are going to die. You've hacked what they call the tap roots. So all these trees that you've dug and planted are going to die.
How long have you lived here?
I've lived here long enough that you know what? You should have planted this stuff before I moved in.
I did.
No, you didn't, because you've been climbing over here for a month now.
Oh my goodness.
When I moved here, there was 2 little pots that I thought that the builder had left here, and you've been climbing over and planting this stuff since then.
On my property.
It's not your property.
It is. It absolutely.
And in fact, you're standing on my property right now.
No, actually, I'm standing on their property. Because here is your property.
You think this is normal. You think it's normal and okay to climb over a fence
On my property. Yes.
into somebody else's property.
It's not your property. I haven't gotten onto your property.
You're standing on our yard right now. Yes, you are. You're on
Okay,
our
I'm telling
side
you
of
what.
the trees.
I'm telling you what. No, I'm going to call the police and tell them that you're trespassing. And when and I'm going to also have all this stuff ripped out, because it is going to grow, and it is going to grow. It is going to grow into my property.
I'm standing on our yard, and so are you.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're crazy. Yes, you are. You're right here. You're right here.
The trees that why didn't you plant them on your side of the fence?
I did because I have 4 feet of property.
You don't have 4 feet of property. You have 12 inches.
You have this much property, half the trees, and right now you're standing on our yard.
You're serious. There is something wrong that you think it's okay to climb with a stepladder over into the yard of somebody else and utilize your 12 inches.
Call police.
I'm gonna have to stay on that side.
I am. I'm on my property. Your property is
Right now you are.
That's right. Yes. And where I was
Standing, but yeah, now you're on our property.
No,
Please
I'm
get out.
not. No, I'm not.
No, I'm sorry, you're on their property.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're still trespassing.
No, but they are fine.
So if I step on you,
Okay, but I'm not fine with it.
I have a problem with it because we're
I'm not fine with it. You've never introduced yourself. You've never said hello, and you climb over the fence like a crazy person with a ladder and plant stuff on my property. This is nuts.
yeah, no shit.
on my back porch.
Well, because you're on my property.
And if you'd like to talk about it, you can come over to your side of the property over here and talk about it.
Climb back over the fence, and we'll talk about it when you're on your side of the property line.
I am on my side of the property line.
Right now you're not.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You just weren't.
You have 10 inches, Sonny. You have 10 inches. You don't have 4 feet. There was a survey done. There are stakes. Enough is enough. If you do it again, I'm calling the police. Take your hose and your stakes.
Now, I'm such a fool. Call them now. We'll just settle it now. Why waste time?
You're nuts. You're nuts.